Drawing to a close. He's earned national respect by making the All-Star team for the first time in his career. And he's earned the respect of his teammates by taking home the Willie Mack Award. But today, the only thing Matt Cain wants is to earn his 14th win of the season. It's Cain taking on the Cubs next.
Lots of sunshine here at AT&T Park as the Cubs and Giants wrap up this four-game series. Hi again, everybody. I'm Dwayne Kuiper. Alongside me is Mike Krukow. Well, it hasn't gone good for the Giants against the Cubs in this series. The Cubs have won all three games. But today, well, the Giants think that they have their man on the mound, and that's Matt Cain.
Well, they also think Matt Cain's due. If you look back the last three starts he has had, 14 2/3 innings. He has given up 15 earned runs. This is not the same Matt Cain that made the National League All-Star team, and he looks to get back on track today, go deep in a ball game, and give him a chance to win.
Eli Whiteside will be his catcher this afternoon as the Giants try to take one game in this four-game series. All right, when we come back, we will have lineups and the first pitch next.
Free Boardwalk is open this weekend. It is 73 degrees here at the yard. The winds are calm. The humidity is at 65%, and the forecast is for fair. All right, let's take a look at Lou Piniella's lineup, and it'll go like this. It'll be Ryan Theriot. Theriot will lead things off, followed by Fukudomi, and then Aramis Ramirez. Last 35 games, yep, he's been swinging the bat. Fox is the cleanup hitter, then Baker, Scales, Coy Hill will do the catching. Fold in center field. Randy Wells on the hill.
Let's take a look at the Giants defensively. They'll have Lewis, Wynn, and Bowker. That's your outfield. Uribe and Sandoval will patrol the left side of the infield, while Velez and Ishikawa will be on the right side. Eli Whiteside gets the assignment today to do the catching for this gentleman right here. Matt Cain making start number 32. Record 13-7, ERA 2.99. And he has struggled in his last 10 starts. 1-5 in those 10 starts, 4.87 ERA. And of late, his last 3 outings, 14 2/3 innings, 15 earned runs allowed. And he knows why. He knows why he's been giving up some runs. He has lost some command of that fastball, and he's made some mistakes up. And when you're in a little bit of a slump, your opponent hits those mistakes. When you're going good, they don't. And right now, he wants to correct his current situation by gaining more command of that fastball and getting the knee-high location back. And that'll be a key for Cain today. We'll watch it closely that he gets that fastball down. When he's right, he'll throw a fastball, a curveball, a slider, and a changeup, and he'll throw any one of those pitches at any time.
So here we go. Is Ryan Theriot steps up. Theriot hitting .287. He's got 7 home runs, 53 driven in, and the first pitch of the ball game is high. So 106 first pitch. Next pitch is a strike. Fukudome and then Ramirez. Lifted to right. Bowker moving over. Bowker dives and he makes the catch. And that's how this game gets started.
And Ryan Theriot giving Bowker a long look as if to say, who is that guy?
Yeah, Stankai.
I mean, you hit a ball to right field as right-handed hitter. That ball's got slice on it, and that makes the catch even more difficult, especially when you consider that Bowker's playing towards the gap in right center. And a nice belly slide for Dates at a babe. Beautiful high backhander laid out. That is a great catch.
Here's Fukudome. Fukudome takes the first pitch out of the zone. 1 ball and no strikes, hitting .260. 11 home runs. Fukudome with 54 driven in. And he takes that fastball high. Fukudome, he can play all the outfield positions. He's a good outfielder. Here he takes high again, and it's 3-0. Cain has to come in, and the 3-0 delivery is a strike called by home plate umpire Mike Everett. And another strike to make it 3-2. Giants defensively straight away in the outfield. And Cain with the payoff pitch, and he fouls it down the left field line and out of play. This is Fan Appreciation Day, and it's a good crowd. A lot going on Sundays. The 49ers are playing, but the crowd has come out here this afternoon, and another foul ball out of play. And what Fukudome is doing, he's rewarding the crowd with a number of souvenirs. And that guy right there, you need to hand it over. Hand it over.
Give it up. Give it up.
This guy doesn't hand it over, then I've lost all respect. 3-2 pitch. Driven into left center field. And this is going to slice away from Randy Wynn. Fukudome is going to stop at second base with a double.
Boy, nice at bat from Fukudome. You take that many pitches, you fight off that many good pitches. And then you finally get a fastball out over the plate, and you take it the opposite field gap. That's a great at bat.
Hand it over.
Oh, he's taking pictures. Give the ball to her.
Lifted into center field. Randy Wynn will drift back. Hey, we're a full service broadcast. Come on.
We got to send some notes down to this guy. Yo, El Dude, if you want to kiss on the front porch, you better give her the baseball.
I don't know. What do you think? First date?
Well, the only excuse he has is that it may be his sister.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
Then it's the 2-inning rule with your sister. But if it's your date, it's the 2-out rule.
But if you're a single guy, you can't take your sister, if she looks like that, with you to the game.
That's an excellent point.
Pitch is outside. 1 ball and no strikes. Fox hitting .280, 11 home runs, 43 driven in. And he lifts this one to left. Freddie Lewis coming in and over, and that'll end the inning. So the double by Fukudome does not hurt, and now the Giants are coming up. Give it up. Bruce Bochy's lineup. It'll be Velez, Lewis. Lewis gets a start, followed by Wynn, Sandoval, Wanaribe. 7-game hitting streak. That's what he's done during those 7 games. Bowker, Ishikawa, Whiteside behind the dish, Kane on the mound.
Defensively, the Cubs will set it up with Scales, Fold, and Fukudome. That's your outfield. Terrio and Ramirez on the left side of the infield. Baker and Fox on the right side. Coy Hill does the catching for the Cubs, and on the hill is the rookie Randy Wells, making start number 26. Had an excellent year for the Cubs. 11-9, 3.00 ERA. A sinker, slider, changeup pitcher.
And a base hit on the first pitch, and Velez is aboard.
Just like that, boom. Wells goes into the stretch. Wells, a local kid out of Belleville, Illinois. 6'3", 230-pounder. He's 27 years old. And the difference with him, most sinker ballers, they usually have a 1-to-1 strikeout walk ratio, but his slider is pretty good pitch for a strikeout. He's got a 2-to-1 strikeout ratio. It's kind of a nice story coming out of Chicago. I mean, traditionally, they used to always draft sinker ballers. And Wells right out of the old mold.
Lewis on the ground and into left field, a base hit. So back-to-back base hits. And that'll bring to the plate Randy Wynn. Randy Wynn hitting .261. So the Giants couldn't ask for better speed. On the bases or at the plate for that matter. And Randy Wynn bunts this one foul. No balls and 1 strike. Pablo Sandoval on deck. And the 0-1 to Randy Wynn, and Wynn takes this one low. Ball squirts away from Coy Hill. 1 ball and 1 strike. Wells taking his time as he rubs up the baseball. This will be his 26th start, so he's been very solid for Lou Piniella. Outside, 2 balls and 1 strike.
You know, I think one of the things that is a consideration for Bruce Bochy is because of the type of pitcher that Wells is, a sinker baller. I mean, you want to take that force out. Not often you see your third place hitter bunting in the first inning after a couple of singles, but you want to try and stay out of the double play tendency. You bunt him.
And Randy Wynn bunts it foul again. 2-2. Giants in this series have scored 4 runs. Tough loss on Thursday and then shut out on Friday, and they scored 2 runs yesterday. And the 2-2 to Randy Wynn, and it's low. 3-2.
Ballpark is playing small today. There's not much wind here, and it's hot. And where you don't normally see carry to right field, today it is live. It'll jump out of here.
And the runners go, and a bouncing ball to short. And Terrio, long throw, got him. Nice play by Fox at first to dig it out.
That turned out to be a productive out for Wynn as he got the runners over. As you can see, Bochy very much aware of the ground ball tendency. He's starting his runners, anything to stay out of that one pitch to get you 2 outs. Time now for our Chevron unsurpassed performance. We do the highest batting average in the first full major league season since 1958. Will Boggs, Suzuki, Lynn, Cardi, Pujols, Pierre, and oh, by the way, there's a guy by the name of Sandoval who puts his name on that list. And that is our Chevron unsurpassed performance.
And the Cubs will walk Sandoval intentionally.
No brainer for Lou Piniella. Facing the Giants' best hitter. And you want to set that force up for a sinker baller.
So it'll set it up for Juan Uribe, who right now is the hottest Giants hitter.
Panda's got the mojo working.
This was the home run yesterday. And it ended up as Uribe's 15th of the year. Now, when we see these Pandas holding rubber chickens, now we know they're really into it.
Yeah. Once you see the rubber chickens, that's the indicator here in San Francisco. We take our rubber chickens very seriously.
There's a room full of them somewhere here at the park.
Yeah, 30,000 of them, we've been told.
We just don't know where they are. Uribe takes down low. The Giants trying to get on the board first. On the ground to third, could be a pair. That's one, and it's not in time. Sandoval going in hard, and the Giants lead 1-0.
Well, it looked like there was a little bit of a hesitation there from Ramos Ramirez, and he gave a low throw to Jeff Baker. Just kind of a sloppy exchange. Helps to have a little heat from the pen to put on the second baseman, Baker. And Uribe beats out the back end. The Giants get themselves a run, but every ball that's been hit this inning has been on the ground.
Here's Bobker with runners at the corners. And the first pitch is down low. You can see he tries to keep everything very low. Bouncer to second. Baker has it on a big third hop, and that'll end the inning. Giants on the board after 1-0 San Francisco. Sportsnet Plus. Log on to ComcastSportsnet.com or call your local cable operator. Here's Jeff Baker. Baker on the first pitch fouls it straight back. No balls and one strike to Baker. There's a strike, nothing and two. Oh, 2 pitch is in the dirt, blocked by Whiteside. On deck is Bobby Scales and then Coy Hill.
Did we get some good news about Buster Posey's air yesterday?
Yeah, Buster Posey had a really tough pop-up over by the Cubs dugout that as Baker strikes out swinging, that he really got to it after a long run, couldn't hang on to it, and they charged him with an error, and they've taken that error away from him.
See, that means you got a good official scorer.
Absolutely.
Mark Santo-Domingo, who made the call initially, listened to some debate and changed the call. There aren't many guys that do that.
Bobby Scales pops the first pitch up. Uribe calling everybody off.
Well, be with us for the upcoming Arizona series. That's Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday of this week. And for just $10, you can salute the Giants. That's right, be the 10th man. You will also receive a $5 credit towards food and beverage by just presenting your ticket at a concession stand to redeem it. So a $10 ticket, $5 credit. And that's just a way to say thank you to our loyal fans. Take advantage of this great offer. Go to sfgiants.com and enter the coupon code THANKS.
Here's Coy Hill, and Hill lifts this one to left. First ball swinging. Freddie Lewis is there, and that ends the inning. So Kane with a 1-2-3 shutdown inning. Giants are coming up.
I had a chance to speak with Jonathan, and he says he is so honored and feels so special for the ceremony. Everyone from the team showed up, and he can't believe that his name is now with the likes of Barry Bonds, Rob Nen, and Jason Schmidt. I also spoke to his battery mate from that evening, Eli Whiteside, who had the honor of helping to unveil the plaque, and Eli said it's absolutely awesome that Jonathan will now always be remembered. Guys?
All right, thanks, Amy. As he should be. First one ever in this ballpark. There's a pitch outside for a ball to Ishikawa. Ishikawa hitting .259. Breaks his bat and smokes one up the middle for a base hit.
And Randy Wells right back in his stretch position. So important after a guy has a long inning like Wells had the first. Get him back in that stretch position quickly, and Ishikawa does that effectively.
So here's Eli Whiteside. Whiteside hitting .197. He's got a home run, and that home run was a grand slam in Houston. And Whiteside takes a strike at the knees, a low strike, and it's 0-1. Mike Murphy, as we like to call the Merv, did a lot of work on a Benji Molina catcher's mitt to try to help him get back in the lineup as Whiteside smokes it to center field. Fold on the move, and he's not going to get it. And it bounces up against the wall, and here comes Ishikawa. We may have a play at the plate. It'll be late, and it's 2-0 Giants. Whiteside with an RBI double.
Well, he went down and got that one. And we watched Sam Fold, the center fielder for the Cubs, go back on it, and he sort of slowed down a bit. I thought he had a beat on it, and then this ball just takes off. We talked about how small this ballpark plays when the wind doesn't blow. There's no wind right now. It's warm, and this ball just jumped off the bat of Whiteside.
And now Matt Cain will try to get Whiteside over to third. Kane takes it, and it's low and away, 1-0.
Kane, an excellent bunter.
In at first is Fox. And Kane bunts it. And he bunts it right to the third baseman, Ramirez. And that will get Whiteside to third.
Textbook perfect. Runner at second base. You want to bunt that ball to the third base side. Make that third baseman come out of position, open up that bag, and an easy take of third for Whiteside. And that was not an easy pitch to bunt. A high fastball, the most difficult one to bunt. But Kane getting a nice job of executing that bunt perfectly.
Eugenio Velez singled in the first. Cubs will pull their corner infielders way in. Middle infielders at halfway, blocked by Coy Hill. 1 ball and no strikes. You see the defensive setup with Whiteside at third. If Whiteside were a much faster runner, then you'd probably see Terrio and Baker all the way in. Big chopper. Terrio will make the play. Staying at third is Whiteside. 2 outs. And that'll bring up Fred Lewis.
Such a frustrating at bat for a hitter when he gets up there and run at third base, less than 2 outs, and can't get that runner in. That's an at bat that stays with you for a while.
As Bochy was saying before the game that he'd like to salvage a little bit of the season for Fred Lewis. Get him some starts, some at bats. Up and in, 1 ball and no strikes. Low and in with Randy Winn on deck. In the wild card race, Atlanta and Washington went to extra innings. And right now it is a final. Atlanta beats Washington 6-3. 3-0 to Lewis. In Colorado, the Cardinals are leading the Rockies 3-2. That game is in the 4th inning. Three-0 pitch coming up to Lewis. Is low. He walked him. I don't think I've seen a pitch called high today.
Well, Mike Everett has a low strike zone, and that really favors a guy like Wells, who is a sinker baller. For the most part, his sinker, slider, changeup combination, he wants to locate all those pitches down. If you get a low ball umpire, you're thinking, all right. But it has not been in that kind of day for Wells. Giants have really been swinging the bat against him aggressively.
So here's Randy Winn. Randy Winn bounced out to short in the first inning. Here he takes wide, 1 ball and no strikes. With Sandoval to follow. A run in on the RBI by Eli Whiteside, who's now standing at third. Randy Winn hits a high fly ball to right. And that'll end the inning. Giants pick up a run. They leave 2. We'll head to the third. It's 2-0 San Francisco. All right, let's check out our Corona timeout. And we're going to check out Ron Santo, among third basemen from 1960 to 1975. Where does he rank? Well, he ranks pretty much in the top 3 in everything, with the exception of batting average. A 9-time All-Star, and he won 5 Gold Gloves. He is one of our favorites, and we would love to see him someday get into the Hall of Fame.
Well,
here's Sam Fuld.
You look at those numbers and you ask the question, how is this guy not in the Hall of Fame? How is Bert Blyleven not in the Hall of Fame? How is Jim Cott not in the Hall of Fame?
On the ground, Velez from the outfield grass. 1 out. So Fuld is retired. And here's Randy Wells. See, I think our Hall of Fame definitely have a lot more people in it than the real Hall of Fame.
Oh, that's true.
I mean, we might put guys in for different reasons. There's a shot to left, and I do believe Wells is going to have his 8th hit of the year, and he'll be standing at second base with 1 out.
Well, this Wednesday, September 30th, the Giants are taking on the D-backs, and it's going to be an Ask Kruk and Kipe night presented by Subway Eat Fresh. You can join us, and we'll answer online questions from fans throughout this Wednesday's telecast. You can submit a question. You visit Comcast Sportsnet Bay Area's homepage, www.csnbayarea.com, and click on Ask Kruk and Kipe.
And make sure they're good questions, because on these nights when we do this, we have the option to say that is really a stupid question
out loud with your name on it.
Jen Franklin's going to be helping us sort out the questions, and we may just say, Jen, that was a really dumb question. And a called strike to make it 0-2. He's got the right idea.
Oh yeah, that's old Harley.
Give me some hard pavement that I can lay on.
It's nice and cool. It's a guide dog in training.
See a lot of those around.
Don't see many chocolate guide dogs.
Outside to Terrio, 1-2.
Chocolate lab.
One ball and 2 strikes. And the pitch is up and in, and Terrio chased back 2-2.
Don't be diving out on that outside corner. If you're a hitter and you have a tendency to lean on that outside part of the plate, you can get stood up in a heartbeat. Yeep. Not really close, but definitely let him know you're not supposed to be diving to that outside corner, my friend.
2-2 pitch. Shallow right field. Bowker moving over towards the line. And Bowker will make the catch. 2 outs.
Just classic pitching, high and tight, low and away. 2-pitch combination to get the out. And I think you're going to see Kane very aggressive to the inside corner. A lot of what he has done here in the last 3 starts where he's been getting hit, he's been getting hit away, and he hasn't really been taking that inside strike to set up the outside corner. And if you're one-dimensional to one side of the plate with a fastball in this league, they will take advantage of it.
Lazy Sunday afternoon in the Cove. Here's Fukudome, who doubled in the first. Breaking ball for a late call strike.
That's a thank you very much strike. But you'll see those with Winters. I mean, he definitely is a low ball umpire. Rick Russell used to love it when Mike Winters was behind the plate.
0-2.
Rick Russell, a sinking ball pitcher, used to dominate the knee-high location throughout a start. I mean, he had a guy like Mike Winters back there. Frank Poley, another umpire that had a nice strike zone down around the knees.
Yeah, we see they never threw pitches knee-high. They threw him 3 inches below knee high.
And they got the strike.
That's right.
That's why they like these umpires.
Fastball is high. 1-2.
The dirt out in front of home plate today is like concrete.
It really is a different ballpark on certain days.
Reason for it, your opponent's a sinker ball pitcher. Harden that ground up. Making a fast infield. If he's going to put balls on the ground, speed him up.
Ooh, nice play, Whiteside. 2-2.
Kane is not a ground ball pitcher. He's a fly ball strikeout pitcher. So it's a nice subtle way you can create an opportunity and an advantage for your team just by having a good groundskeeper. And the Giants grounds crew is one of the best in baseball.
Of the 7 outs, 6 have been on balls hit in the air, as that's fouled down the left field line and out of play. We don't know if the gentleman gave up the baseball. We're assuming that he didn't. 2-2 pitch. Got him to end the inning. Second strikeout for Kane. Well, the Giants, the Panda will lead things off.
Base to become the second player after Jose Canseco to reach 40 homers and 40 steals in a single season. Bonds finished the season with 42 home runs and 40 stolen bases, and that is a true Giants story presented by Farmers Insurance. Visit farmers.com to hear real true stories from Farmers customers and find a Bay Area agent near you. Farmers Insurance, ready feels good.
Good job.
I remember that day. Not a lot happened in 1996, a tough year for the Giants. They lost a lot of their starters to injury, but they did get to see a lot of their minor league system, and that year they found Billy Miller.
Billy Miller helped lead the Giants next year to postseason. Sandoval, swing and a miss. No balls and 1 strike. Sandoval was walked intentionally in the first. His average just hanging right around that 325 mark. It's been that way for about the last couple of months as that pitch is foul back. It's 0-2. By the way, Dave Fleming will be in for innings 4, 5, and 6. Sandoval tomahawks that pitch into the upper deck. And another 0-2 pitch, and Sandoval fouls it back. Now whoever works with Dave has to ask him that same question. Did you get enough sleep?
Hey, when you're a young dad, forget it. The only person who's getting less sleep than you is the young mother.
Mom. Dave did the Stanford-Washington game last night. Change a couple of diapers.
2 o'clock feeding.
Look at him. He's frisky. I don't know. Do you think he shaved before he came to the park?
He shaves opening day of every year.
That's hit foul down the right field line. Well, anyway, he's going to be your partner for the next 3 innings, so be kind to that young man.
There's the babe.
We adore him. By the way, that wasn't a nickname that Dave chose for himself. And we forced him to put that there. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Sandoval rolls this one over to second. Baker has it, and Baker throws him out. A lot of what Randy Wells is all about and what you just saw. Try to get those left-handed hitters to pull that stuff away, and it's going to be 6-3, 4-3 putouts. Doesn't look like a bad place to be today.
That's the bond.
Departing. Base hit up the middle for Juan Uribe. You said something interesting, Mike, while we were doing our cards. You'd like to see him hit 300 this year.
Yeah, I would. I mean, he's really been a shot in the arm for the Giants, and hopefully he'll be here for more years to come. And it's a reward for a guy to hit over 300. Well, a reminder that Wednesday, September 30 is going to be a Oktoberfest here at the Yard. Giants taking on the D-backs. A $25 special event ticket gets you into the special event section. You get a pre-game party, and you get a boot stein. It's going to be a lot of fun. And I encourage you to call 415-972-2298 or visit sfgiants.com/special events and take advantage of what is a great tradition, the Oktoberfest here at the park.
It's Wednesday?
Yeah.
Wow. 1-0 to Bowker. Bowker lines this one right at Terrio.
Nice at that. That's what you're supposed to do with a sinker. If you got a right-handed sinker out there like Wells has and a left-handed hitter like Bowker, a line shot the other way, that's a good at bat. You see the movement running away, stays through the ball nicely, stays inside the ball. The only problem is he found a glove. And that's the problem with this sport. You can have a great at bat and get an over. Case in point.
Here's Ishikawa, who singled and scored in the second. First pitch is down low.
There's a lot to be said for hitting the ball on the screws, hitting that sweet spot. But if you ask any hitter, would you rather have 3 line drive outs that feel really good or 3 broken bat singles? They'll laugh at you.
Two balls and no strikes to Ishikawa. Wells rubbing up a new baseball. Out of play. All right. Souvenir. Gave it to that lady. I think they hit that lady in the back. So this gentleman felt bad and gave it up. Not like the other guy. On the ground to short. Terrio will flip it to Baker to end the inning. Dave Fleming will be in here at AT&T Park. 2-0 Giants.
2-0 Giants. We're here in the top of the fourth inning, and joining us is Dave Fleming. Well, football yesterday, now baseball. How do you keep it all together?
Well, it did take me about an inning maybe to get the sport back in line here. You know, the rules are different. The shape of the ball is a little different. But I think I got it now. I'm ready for you.
The shape of the ball is a little different?
It is, yeah. That's a factor.
I expect a little more observation than that.
Ground ball, end over end. Here's a foul. To start the fourth, Giants have a 2-0 lead. It is that time of year where when you do a couple different sports, you do have to make sure when you sit down at the table before a game, you know which one you're doing that day. Not a problem for a pro like me.
That is true. Not a problem.
Matt Cain's pitching well today.
He is pitching well, and one thing he's doing well is he's established inside with that fastball. He's not being predictable to the outside corner. You know, and you have to establish inside to hitters with an inside strike with a fastball. I mean, you can knock them back. That's great, but you still have to throw that inside strike. You do that, they can't sit on one side of the plate.
Ramirez off balance there, just trying to protect.
After every start you have, or every game as a hitter where you have 4 at-bats, you analyze your day. Analyze what was working, what wasn't working, how could you get better.
1-2, foul ball.
And when you get into a streak where you run 3 starts together, and not any of them are really that good, and the 3 starts that Cain has just had prior to this one, 14 2/3 innings, 15 earned runs allowed, certainly not the type of outings that we consistently saw him have the first half of the season. You go back and do some real soul searching, and you try to get more consistent. And that is good consistency right there. Below the strike zone, a swing through miss on a good hard breaking ball, and you strike out Aramis Ramirez, you've made good pitches.
Made him look bad. That was a beautiful pitch. Well, time for our Aflac trivia question, and I get the honors today. How about that, Mike?
What do you got?
You okay with that? Name the 4 players to win the Willie Mack Award who both played for the Giants and the Cubs. So there are 4 different players who've won the Willie Mack Award with this Giants franchise who also played for the Cubs. There's a reason why I had to ask that question.
Cool. There's the great Willie McCovey here at the ballpark today, like he is every day.
Jake Fox, the hitter here.
That's a very crisp breaking ball. You get a lot of swing throughs at that ball down below the zone today, and he hadn't had that the last 3 starts.
Another one of the Giants legends out front, number 24. Strike 2. This guy's a good hitter, Jake Fox. They're trying to find a position for him.
He's got power.
1-2. Bowker's going to come over and give it a look, but he won't be able to get there.
For Bowker, you still go over there and meet a few fans.
Say hi.
Absolutely.
And back to the expanses of right field here. Not the greatest throw by Mike Everett.
Or Matt Cain. What's going on here?
Whoa, boy.
It's all right. Those don't count. Those do not go on your baseball card.
Maybe just trying to make Jake Fox a little nervous here. 1-2. He strikes him out.
Boy, perfect fastball right above the hands. You can't execute a strikeout pitch better than that. That's 3 in a row for Cain. It's time to bring you up to speed with the AT&T Rapid Rewind, and the Willie Mack Award was presented to Matt Cain on Friday, the latest Giant to receive that very prestigious award, and it was great that the big fella Willie Mack was there, and McCovey handed that award to Matt Cain. That's our AT&T Rapid Rewind. AT&T, the nation's fastest 3G network. AT&T, your world delivered.
Jeff Baker takes ball 1. Of course, you're a 2-time Willie Mack Award winner, and you were there to host the ceremonies on the field. And I thought you said it perfectly about Cain, not just his pitching, but to carry himself the way that he has over the last 4 seasons as such a young player, becoming a leader of this team, it's been remarkable.
He's a good story, and he has progressed nicely. You know, and you look back as to how he was raised. First of all, having Dave Rigetti and Mark Gardner on a daily basis as mentors to be able to talk about pitching and about work habits. But think about, you know, Matt Morris and what Matt Morris did for him. Matt Morris, a tremendous pro, one of the best we've ever seen come through Mike Murphy's doors. And he and Matt Cain snuggled up and became close friends. And you could see how he progressed. And then, of course, Randy Johnson this year. Randy Johnson has had a positive effect on all the young pitchers.
He has. Mixing and matching to 2-2. And he strikes him out looking. Matt Cain strikes out the side. That is a beautiful inning for the Willie Mack Award winner. 2-0.
Who was one of the original ball babes. She said that she is retiring at age 83, and we want to wish her the best. Of course, she'll be out here at this ballpark a lot. A great Giants fan, a retired English teacher at a juvenile facility, 4 children, 2 grandchildren, and one of her grandchildren, or actually one of her children, is a bald babe today. Molly Caballero, she's over at third base. So, Corinne, we're going to miss you. You set the standard high, and we wish you the best.
We have a great group here at the ballpark.
We do.
And she's been one of them for a long while. Whiteside pops a bunt foul to start the bottom of the 4th. Just part of the fabric of this place.
Well, and I think you're right. And the personality of this ballpark is that you have the sense that you are walking into a family.
Big breaking ball there for strike 2.
Well, people who've worked at this ballpark since the day it opened up in 2000. A lot of these people came over from Candlestick and worked many years with the Giants organization there. A lot of pride in this.
Whiteside might have broken his bat. Stays fair. Ramirez has time and throws him out. All right, we've got to ask and answer our Aflac trivia question. Our question was the 4 players who've won the Willie Mack Award who played with the Giants, but also with the Cubs. And our answer, I can't do the whole deal that you do, but of course my partner Mike Krukow, Chris Spire, Sean Dunson, who's been around a lot lately, and Benito Santiago. That's a good group there, Sean.
There's Sean Dunson.
Hanging with the big unit.
There should be like a technical inclusion with Bob Brinley having played here, and he's now the broadcaster for WGN with the Cubs. I mean, you know, he has an association with both franchises.
That's true.
Had a great chance to spend some pretty good time with Bob since he's been back here in the city. What a great teammate he was, and great friend he is.
He's one of the great Giants catchers of all time. He really is.
Well, he left a real positive footprint in this organization. The time that he's been here, came up with the Giants.
Matt Cain gets ahead of the count 2-1 here against Randy Wells.
It's just good to see an old friend. because he remembers stuff that we forget, and we remember stuff that he forgets. You kind of play off each other. A lot of laughs.
And he also is an excellent broadcaster. I think, though, that Bob will be a manager again someday.
He wants to be.
Yeah. And I think somebody will give him a shot.
I hope so. He's an excellent manager.
Won a World Series. Kane gives it a ride. But it's going to stay in the park. Scales for out number 2.
It got up the bat just a little bit off the sweet spot. Gives you an idea of how strong this guy is. I mean, he doesn't have to hit him on the sweet spot to almost hit him out of here. High fastball, classic swing, good fastball hitter, good high ball hitter. They make a mistake and he's going to make you pay, but this one just not quite hit hard enough. He was measuring though.
Yeah. Well, Kane has used that as a weapon in the past. He's hit some home runs, and we already saw him put a bunt down today. He might be the best overall Giants hitting pitcher. Tim Lincecum's doing a nice job. Back to the top of the order for the 3rd time, Eugenio Velez. Outside, ball 1. Giants 2, Cubs nothing. Broken bat grounder. Baker will handle it, and the Giants are gone in order. Kane back to work on the mound. Giants lead 2-0.
Welcome back to the ball game, and you got to see the rookie Buster Posey in action the last few days, and he's the subject of today's poll question. Check it out at csnbayarea.com and then find out the results on the Esurance Giants postgame live. Dave, I get to toss it to you.
All right, Ames, thanks. I heard a couple folks grumbling about Buster Posey because he's won for his first 10 and saying maybe the guy's not as good as we thought he was. That got me a little ticked off, have to say. Bobby Scales, ground ball to Ishikawa. Handles it nicely and makes the put out himself. Matt Cain's on a roll here.
Well, you know, it's amazing the difference when you can move a fastball around and have a command of not only inside, outside, but up and down. Cain will use 2 different grips. He'll use the 2-seam and the 4-seam grip. Change up, just missed.
That's been a pitch, I think, as we look back on 2009, we'll say Cain really got better throwing the changeup.
I think that was the difference maker. I mean, he had the changeup last year, but as a lot of young pitchers, when they're learning the changeup, will do, they're more comfortable throwing it when they're ahead in the count. 0-1, 1-2, 0-2. But he's throwing it in fastball counts, and that's when it's most effective. You can throw that pitch over the plate 1-0, 2-0, 3-1, 3-2. Now all of a sudden you got a weapon.
That last one was a beautifully located fastball. From 2-0, he's got it even at 2-2.
I had a really good pitching coach in Chicago when I first came up. His name was Mike Rourke. And he asked you the very first day in spring training, before you threw a pitch, he says, okay, how many pitches you got? Well, I've got a fastball, a curveball, and a slider. How many of those pitches can you throw? Actually, I said fastball, curveball, slider, changeup. He said, how many of those pitches can you throw 3-2?
That one is ripped into right field for a solid single.
I said, well, I can throw a fastball, curveball, slider 3-2. He says, the changeup? I go, no, I really can't throw that yet. He goes, that's not a pitch. Don't tell me that it's a pitch. Because when you tell me that you have a pitch, I expect you to throw it 3-2. If you can't throw it 3-2, get rid of it. And it was basically a challenge saying, you need to work harder on that pitch. The pitch, the changeup, should become something that you can rely on when you need it. And that's so effective in a fastball count.
Here's Sam Fuld, who's had a nice series, taking strike one. I think we saw something similar with Jonathan Sanchez this year. We always used to talk to Jonathan about what he could throw and what he'd use, and he would say something along the lines of, well, I've got a curveball, but I don't use it. And I think your point was, well, then you really, do you have one? Exactly. But we've seen him use it, and it's become a really good pitch for him.
Any movement you can put on a baseball can be an effective pitch if you throw it in the right spot. And if you're consistent to be able to repeat that pitch to that spot, it can be a good pitch. Even a roundhouse, high school Harry curveball, if you throw it the right spot, it can be a good pitch.
0-2. Fuld doesn't have a whole lot of power. He gave that one a ride, but Bowker is there.
And that's your goal once you get up here, to take motion out, get compact with your delivery so that you can repeat it, get more consistency with your ability to repeat the stroke, and then you have consistency in the strike zone. And now you can start carving up hitters who, once you define what type of swings they have, then you can pitch away from their strengths and into their weakness, and that's when you can do well here. And that's what Matt Cain has done this year.
Here's the pitcher, who I'm sure Matt will be focused to get out here after what Wells did in the third inning, ripped a double down the left field line, and maybe indicative of that, he threw him a first pitch changeup. Got to treat him like a real hitter. Tries a slider there and misses.
Start him young. Get him out to the yard. They've hit the comfort zone, by the way.
Good swing by Wells. Foul ball.
That's a great swing by Wells. You see that swing from 60 feet 6 inches, you say to yourself, I need to be careful with my location. Look at the balance. I mean, that's a great swing. Let's see the big tee that you're looking for, the upside down tee, your body in the middle of your feet. I wouldn't just flop a breaking ball up here. I would put some location with it.
1-2. And a good breaking ball. Giants are going to let it roll and hope it goes foul. It does. Sandoval there to pick it up.
That was as good a breaking ball as he could throw. Excellent pitch.
Well, we've already talked about it today, but for the Giants to get a better feeling here going into the final week of the season after this has been such a tough week, but for Matt Cain personally, it's been such a great year, and he'd like to finish off the year with a couple of wins. Just, I think, reinforce what a great season it has been for him. It's almost impossible to believe August, September, he has one win. But he is pitching like the all-star that he was for most of this year here today. Another 1-2. Wells, another good swing, but Uribe there, and the Cubs are retired. Cain had to work pretty hard against old Randy Wells, but he gets the job done. 2-0 Giants. Well, Tim Lincecum and company struck out 8 batters the last time out. And so that means $8 off those special seats for his upcoming start Thursday against the Diamondbacks. $9 bleacher seats are available. Use that coupon code GIANTSK. We've been doing it all season. sfgiants.com. And what a matchup. It's the final home game of the year. And it's Lincecum against Dan Herron. Weather's supposed to be great all week, so we hope to see a lot of you here at the ballpark. Just kind of celebrate the 2009 Giants with Lincecum in his final start on Thursday. Keeping score here at the ballpark.
It is a short sleeve crowd today. Beautiful day for baseball.
What a weekend. Fred Lewis getting the Giants started here in the bottom of the 5th. Lewis has not made it out yet, a single and a walk.
Well, the first pitch of this ball game, there was absolutely no wind at all near this ballpark, and now there's a pretty good breeze blowing out to right center. You know what? Wells did not have to stop.
Nope. He could have thrown that pitch and would have had a free strike. Lewis asked for time and was never granted, and he stepped right out of the batter's box. He kind of breaks down there.
You know, that's something that Wells, a rookie, will learn. And Larry Rothschild, his teacher and pitching coach, will definitely point that out. You continue your pitch. In the old days, if a guy stepped out like that, even if you got timeout, you were taught to throw a 1-hopper into his legs.
That's about a 5-hopper into that camera well. 0-2.
Now watch him call timeout. Now Everett, the umpire, doesn't get it. He does not give the timeout, and Wells stopped. If he comes through and throws a fastball, there's a good chance you get a free strike. Of course, I've had that happen to me, and I've thrown a ball. So it doesn't always work in your favor.
Strike 3 call. Fastball over the outside.
Strikeout number 1 for Wells. Well, the Sharks are taking on the Ducks, and that's going to all happen on Saturday, October 3rd. Hockey Export pregame live at 6:30. The new season, new network. That's Comcast Sportsnet California. That's right, Comcast Sportsnet California. Join Randy Hahn and Drew Mendez. They bring you great Sharks action, and the preseason prognosticators are saying that the Sharks are going to be good again this year.
Yeah, have a day like today. We saw some fans using an umbrella from the sun where it's this warm. Hard to believe they're going to be playing a sport on ice here coming up real soon. That's the kind of ice I'd like on a day like today, that big lemonade. I want one of those.
It's pretty good.
Randy Wynn against Randy Wells, strike 2.
Again, a good low, hard sinker, and with a low ball umpire like Mike Everett, who's been calling that low strike.
Wynn hits a little tapper. Wells makes the play. 2 down. Two quick outs here in the bottom of the 5th. Going to leave it for Pablo Sandoval. Last few days for Giants fans to show their love to the Big Panda. At the beginning of the year, I think everybody knew that the Giants had a special talent here, Sandoval, but I'm not sure we quite had an idea what a sensation he was going to become.
Well, that name is stuck. And he said the other day that he knew that the name is stuck when his little girl, 2 years old, started calling him the Panda.
Yeah, that's a pretty good idea when it trickles into the home.
I said, how do you say panda in Spanish? He says, panda. Okay, we're good.
Not a lot of nuance.
Randy Wells doing what all good sinker ball pitchers do, works fast.
He's had a good tempo, good rhythm. Really, since that first inning, he was a little out of whack in the first.
Oh, yeah, he's figured it out.
The Panda back up the middle, base hit.
Now, if there is ever a pitch that could describe how special this kid is, this is it. And we're going to take our Panda Cam to show you. It's brought to you by Panda Express. Try sweet fire chicken breast only at Panda Express. And look at how low he goes down but look at how flat his swing is going down to get the low pitch, and that's what makes him rare. A lot of guys go down to the low pitch and they loop. They have an uppercut, but he doesn't. He stays flat through the ball, and there's the end result. Another line drive from a.
And speaking of line drives, Juan Uribe, base hit. The Panda puts on the brakes at second. 2 on, 2 out. Uribe's second hit of the game.
Uribe.
I would encourage Giants fans to go online to Buster Olney's column today, his blog that he writes for ESPN.com, because he talked to you apparently. Did you have a conversation with Buster?
We did.
And it is good stuff about Pablo Sandoval. There's a lot of great insight, I thought, and you made some comparisons and some points about where his game can grow. It's a fun read. John Bowker is going to try to cash in on this 2-out rally.
Well, Buster Olney is a big Pablo Sandoval fan, and Sandoval is not just the Bay Area that has been captured by the abilities of this young player. He has special talents, and baseball fans and writers and aficionados around the country they've recognized this guy because he is a unique talent, and you can see he's pretty raw, and he's going to get a lot better. But the one thing he does that doesn't happen a lot. If you see a guy comes through once in a while, and he brings joy to this game
every day. Ball 2 just off the inside.
We've seen him mad like once, and that's when he got hit with a pitch. But I mean, that's it. He doesn't have a bad mood.
And he's constantly moving around out there. He's into the game. He's into every pitch, whether he's in the dugout, out on the field.
I mean, everybody in the Bay Area that has fallen in love with this kid, I'll say the same thing. They would like to spend time with him, have dinner with him, have him over to the house, play with the kids. I mean, that's how he has endeared himself to the Bay Area and the baseball fans who've seen him, and it's starting to spread across the country.
3-0 to Bowker. We'll see if he's taking here. 2 on, 2 out. And he's not taking. A one-hopper knocked down by Fox, but he'll make the play. Giants get 2 2-out hits, but Strand 2. They lead, though, 2-0.
Well, tonight at 6 o'clock, join Dave Benz and Damon Andrews as they host the Burger King Sportsnet Central. You'll see it right here in Comcast Sportsnet Bay Area. They'll recap this one. They'll talk about the 49ers game today, and it was an amazing game. They'll also update the Raiders. You can see all this on Sportsnet Central, Burger King Sportsnet Central tonight on Comcast Sportsnet Bay Area, 6 o'clock.
I'm a little ticked off about that 49ers game.
Unbelievable.
They played well, though.
They played great. They're a good team.
They are a good team. You know, there is a parallel between the Giants and the 49ers. A little offensively challenged, you know, not dynamic offensive teams, but do a lot of other things well and are clearly on the upswing. Theriot to win for the out. One away. I'm just saying, I think the Niners and the Giants have a little synergy going on.
I agree with you, and I think it's important that you project that as a franchise, that you're building, that you're getting better, that you will be good.
I do too. Fukudome's given 2 excellent at bats. He is 1 for 2 with a double. Kane trying that slider. He's tried just about everything against Fukudome, who has hung in there against Kane. Fukudome's just not going to swing if it's not a strike.
Well, when a guy gets hot, it usually goes hand in hand. He's got a pretty good idea of the strike zone. And they don't go out of the strike zone to help you. It's a good challenge here.
Good fastball.
Something he's been able to do since he's first got to the big leagues, and that's blow a fastball right by a guy's letters. Not many guys have that ability to pitch high with the fastball.
He might be the #1 guy in the National League right now in terms of pitching up with the fastball. Fukudome, ground ball. McCain's gotten him 2 times in a row. 2 outs, base is empty. Well, a part of the legacy of this 2009 season is the memory of Sue Burns, and you can see Sue's daughter Tori and the plaque that the Giants have put up in her seat here right next to the Giants dugout. Sue, there's not a day that goes by that we don't think of Sue, we don't miss her, and it's not just this season. We are going to be thinking about her for forever here in this ballpark.
A lovely lady. And we do miss her.
And a huge part of this franchise.
The G-Man mom.
And it's great to see her 2 daughters, Tori and Trina, and her granddaughters and her son-in-law out here at the park all the time and keeping the family tradition going.
You see Madison McKenzie there to the left of Tori. Her right, our left.
You see now Madison's into the Panda. They are 2 great kids.
The Panda kind of lightens up a lot of people, doesn't he? There he is.
The real deal.
That's how you want to pitch to Ramirez. Nobody on, 2 outs.
Very dangerous hitter, but Kane gets him off balance, and Uribe makes the play. Matt Kane goes right through the top of the order. He is on a roll. 2-0 Giants lead.
back to the very first hitter of this ball game when Ryan Theriot hits a slice and line drive away from John Bowker, who goes on his belly and lays out to a beautiful backhander, and that was an out, and that was our Coors Light Freeze Camp, brought to you by Frost Brewed Coors Light, the world's most refreshing beer.
Sunday afternoon at the ball yard. 2-0 Giants lead the Cubs. Matt Cain pitching beautifully. Randy Wells has thrown the ball well. Facing Ishikawa. Ball one. I think that was an important play in this game. I mean, Cain's been a guy who's been struggling here lately.
You know, when you have struggles, and you know, his last 3 outings, and he hasn't been himself.
Hit hard by Ishikawa. Fukudome guarding that big opening in right center, cuts it off, but Ishikawa will settle for his second hit of the game.
There's a point in time where, you know, you're a little fragile. Your confidence is a little fragile. And had that ball gotten by Bowker and been a leadoff double or a base hit, it changed everything in this ball game. And that's how sensitive it can be, especially when you're struggling a little bit with your confidence.
Yeah, I mean,
but as we've watched him in this game, his confidence has grown. I
think without question. Even a tough guy like Cain, mentally strong, it can happen, right?
Oh, it can happen in a heartbeat. I mean, even the strongest of players mentally, even this one right here, you can lose your confidence so quickly, but you can get it back quick too.
And I think she's feeling pretty good about this spot for the Giants here.
I hope you're right.
Trying to add to their 2-0 lead. Whiteside. Runner goes. And that one is a fair ball. Down the line into the corner. Ishikawa was taken off, so here he comes. He'll score. And Whiteside has his second double and second run batted in of the day. And there you go. She knew it.
Tried to go inside, and a nice job of staying inside this ball. Not easy to do. Elbows bend, and these tomatoes are going to be fair and just a chalk shot. And Ishikawa, I mean, it had to be a line shot that was hit away from the defense. Bobby Scales, the left fielder, was guarding the gap in left center, gave the line, and Whiteside found it. And Ishikawa got a chance to score, and indeed, the Giants took advantage of it.
Nifty little play by the Giants there. I did not see that coming. Letting Ishikawa take off. Cain will try to bunt. Takes a strike. Now that must feel good for Eli too, because he's not been getting any hits lately. And Whiteside's 2 for 3, 2 doubles.
2 hard hit doubles. Bunt should go down the third baseline.
Cain did it well in the second, and he does it well here in the 6th. 1 out. Runner advanced to third. Another good RBI opportunity coming up for Velez.
And that is not an easy bunt. For a right-hander, it's easier to bunt to the right side of the field than it is the left side. Let's take a look at, again, the same technique he employed back in the second inning. Get that third baseman to come away from the bag, opens it up, and you can see a little frustration swiping the ball as Ramirez as he takes the out.
Now they set this situation up in the second, and Velez hit a ground ball to short, did not get Whiteside home. He's got a second crack at it here with the infield pulled in. Big swing and a miss.
Well, you knew that Velez was frustrated when he was denied an RBI in the second inning at a runner at third, less than 2 out situation, couldn't get him in. The Panda, he just can't turn it off, can he?
He's sharing the love. Hard hit ball past the drawn in first baseman Fox. So this time Velez comes through. 4-0 Giants.
That's got to feel good. There's no other at bat that angers a hitter more than a failure to bring a runner at third in with less than 2 outs. And here, given the second opportunity, he takes a breaking ball from Wells and rakes it right through the right side. And that's the advantage of having it drawn in infield. You make hitters a better hitter by 30 points.
Cubs skipper Lou Piniella coming out, and Randy Wells is coming out of this game. 4-0 Giants here in the 6th when it's time for a change. Think speedy oil change and tune-up. Your oil change, tune-up, and smog experts. Nothing. And now the left-hander Sean Marshall takes over, a former starter pitching mostly out of the bullpen this year. Marshall will be the second pitcher of the game for the Cubs.
There you see the numbers for Marshall. A 4-pitch pitcher, fastball, curveball, slider, changeup, 65 strikeouts in 84 innings pitched. And you know, Marshall has found a nice home. He's got 9 starts on the year, and he probably could be a swingman for the Cubs should need be, but he's been that first lefty in, has done a nice job for him. Durable. Big guy, 6'7", 220.
Giants are making a counter move here. Lewis was the hitter, but instead it'll be Andres Torres against the lefty. Torres gets in at bat, and presumably he'll play the rest of the way. Gives the Giants some better defense in the outfield. Andres has been a very good hitter from this side of the plate. Velez with his speed at first. Marshall is going to pay attention to him.
Marshall, one of your fellow countrymen from Richmond, Virginia, went to Virginia Commonwealth University.
VCU in Richmond, I believe the home of Justin Verlander, the ace of the Tigers. Torres, just foul. C.B. Buckner wanted to make sure. And so he got himself oriented and then made the call.
It took a long time for that. He got it right.
Clearly got it right.
He had fun with it too.
He did.
Kind of moonwalked a little bit. Do it, CB.
Look at the back pedal there. Oh yeah.
Finally walked up and said, "Are you sure?"
Torres goes down swinging. Is that breaking ball you were talking about?
That's a good one. And it's one that when he gets ahead of you, he's really good at throwing the thing below the strike zone. And it's so tough to lay out because it's such a big breaking ball. Watch how high this thing starts. And you talk about crashing down. And that's a tough one to lay off when you've got 2 strikes. You feel like you have to swing.
2 outs for Randy Wynn, who is 0 for 3 in this game. He'll bat right-handed, which has not been his stronger side. But he wouldn't know it from that swing. First hit of the game for Randy. All he needed was for the Cubs to get a left-hander in there. Randy Wynn could be his final week as a member of the Giants, the last year of his deal, and if it is, then we need to acknowledge the good Giant that he's been, because he has given the Giants a lot of excellent performances over these last few seasons. Pablo Sandoval, excellent right-handed hitter. It's a foul.
He would like to have that one back.
Yeah. And I think that's what he's talking about as he walks around the batter's circle. So instead of the fan there, you hold the fan. Sandoval pulls it foul. Had a better swing. Now Tim Flannery does his version of a little C.B. Buckner dance. It's a dangerous spot over there. And nothing subtle about the signs on this one. It's 0-2. Go after him, Panda.
That's his best velocity right there, 93. That's his reach back. That's what he's got today. He tried to hump it up on the 0-2 count. It's a good pitch, especially if you can locate it out or across the plate. If you go to a corner with that pitch, I don't think it's nearly as effective as it is high right across the heart of the plate.
Tries to go up again with a fastball.
Those are easy takes, but when you throw that thing out over the middle of the plate, you see it better, and you're more likely to go flail at it.
I do think that high fastball has been a vulnerable spot for Sandoval. And if he can learn how not to swing at that pitch that's not just up, but way up out of the zone, that's going to tighten up his game even more. You see a lot of teams attack him up there. The curveball, and he pulls it into left field. I don't know how he hit that one that hard. Velez will score without a play. Sandoval with the RBI hit.
That's what he does, and it really is what amazes his opponents is how he can take a good pitch. This is not a hanger. This is a very good curveball ahead in the count. And he goes down there and gets it. I mean, really one of the better low ball hitters in the game. And here in a 2-strike, 2-out situation, cashing in. And once again, here comes Lou Piniella.
Taking the slow walk out. Another pitching change when it's time for a change. Think Speedy, oil change, and tune-up. Your oil change tune-up and Smog experts. For the Giants and the D-backs. Jeff Stevens, the new pitcher, the right-hander, and a Bay Area guy. 2 on, 2 out. Uribe takes the ball. Stevens, who has appeared in 8 big league games this year and has been hit around a little bit. Born in Berkeley, still makes his home here in the Bay Area in Martinez. Went to Campo Lindo High School. And he was a teammate of Nate Sherholtz on the U.S. Olympic team last summer. From Martinez. Uribe pops that one up. Fukudome lining it up. Giants are retired. Kite's coming back over to be with Mike on the television side of things. Giants have opened it up. They lead the Cubs 5-0.
Welcome back to the game. I wanted to give everyone a quick update on Edgar Renteria, who underwent elbow surgery yesterday. He's doing great. He's here today. They removed 3 bone chips from his elbow. And guys, these aren't just little chips. They're the size of your pinky nail. They're pretty big, but he's doing good. They expect him to be at 100% at spring training. Freddie Sanchez is up next. He has arthroscopic knee surgery this week. Welcome back, Dwayne.
All right. Well, thanks, Amy.
Well, welcome back, Smooth.
Well, thanks, Mike. Anybody else? There's Freddie Sanchez. "5-0 Giants. Swing and a miss by Fox. 0-2. I was explaining over on the radio side to me that Giants couldn't find a hit yesterday. They looked all over the ballpark for hits. They looked everywhere. Uribe was the only guy that could find any hits as Fox strikes out swinging. But today, not a problem.
Well, not a problem either for Matt Cain. And the difference with Cain today as opposed to the previous 3 starts is that he has really had good command of that fastball. And he has set the fastball up with his other pitches. He's complemented the fastball with his changeup and his curveball. Slider. He's pitched beautifully.
Pitch is high. It's 1 ball and no strikes.
So you had a nice conversation with yourself.
I was talking to myself left and right, and very agreeable. Made a couple of good points.
That's good. You don't want to lose an argument with yourself.
Some feedback. 1-0 pitch is high. 2-0. I was looking at Cain last year. 217 innings. 217 2/3. Coming into today, 204 2/3. So he's going to have just about the same amount of innings pitched. The 2-0 pitch is a strike, 2-1.
Well, and that's what you want to be. I mean, when general managers put together pitching staffs, they put together innings. And you got a guy who consistently is going to give you over 200 innings.
Down low.
With the Giants staff, they got a bunch of guys that had the ability to do that. I mean, you know you're going to have a healthy pitching staff. Your bullpen's not going to get overworked. If you have guys who are going close to 220 innings, as Cain and Lincecum are doing.
Line drive, center field, Andres Torres right there to make the catch.
It benefits everybody, and Zito's going to be around 200.
Well, I was looking at Lincecum. Lincecum's last year 227. This year 218. So he's going to be right around the same number.
225.
Zito at 186. So he's going to fall short of 200. Here's Bobby Scales, who flips one to left, and that's a foul ball. And the one guy next year, it'll be interesting to see if he can jack up his total, is Jonathan Sanchez.
There's no reason that you can't project him to be right at 200.
Yeah.
And maybe more.
I saw some of the quotes that Randy Johnson had about Jonathan Sanchez. And I think the exact quote was, "The sky's the limit for this guy." And that's Randy Johnson saying that about Jonathan Sanchez, not us.
Well, and I think the key this year with Sanchez is that he believes it now. He sees it.
0-2 to Scales. Foul back. Scales had a pretty good rip.
So this offseason for Jonathan Sanchez, he's going to do exactly what he did last offseason. Get stronger, work out, get a deeper chest, add to his core strength.
Put some weight on. I'll send him some.
Yeah, you and I will send him a few pounds.
0-2 pitch in the dirt off the shin guard of Whiteside. 1-2. Seventh inning. Matt Cain has not walked anybody, and he has struck out 6. 7. And that one looking 5-0 Giants. Five 5-0 Giants. Matt Cain has been outstanding. Fukudome's got a double. Wells a couple of walks. He's actually threw the ball okay. Whiteside a pair of doubles. And today, really, it's all about the 12 hits, and it's all about Matt Cain. And that's our McDonald's game summary. Giants here in the 7th inning will have Bowker, Ishikawa, and Eli Whiteside. Oh yeah, the old Tugboat.
I think that's very cool. I've always loved the tugs.
I think that's a tugboat, isn't it?
Yeah, when I was in Philadelphia, my roommate, Tug McGraw, they named a tugboat after him there, just on the in Philadelphia.
Well, it's the San Francisco Fire Department's tugboat.
Well, this was the fire department tugboat too. And what a great name for a tugboat, Tug McGraw.
I think that's really one of the great old names in baseball.
Tug?
Yeah. Here's Bowker. Bowker hitless in 3 at-bats. And Bowker shoots one into right field, hitless no more. As that's a base hit in the 13th in the game for the Giants.
He was hitting the ball too hard not to get a reward with a base hit. He could have 3 hits today. Watch how high this ball is. See him sort of slide the barrel head right through it, squares it up. He's tough to get out when you pitch him inside.
Here's Ishikawa. Travis Ishikawa, a couple of hits. He scored a couple of runs. And he takes one a bit wide. Mike Everett's done a good job looking for strikes today.
Yeah, he's always been a consistent strike zone. You know you're going to get low strikes with Everett.
Eli Whiteside to follow. Bowker with his lead. Ishikawa takes a strike. Cubs will go home. They finish their season at home. Kind of weird. 4 against the Pirates. That's not weird, but their last 3 games are against the Arizona Diamondbacks, a team completely out of their own division. Quick toss to first, and Bowker is back. You kind of figure you'd finish the season with someone in your division, but that is not the case. We knew very early that it was going to be a bad schedule this year as Ishikawa fouls it back, and that's when we saw that we were going to be in Chicago for a day and a half.
Yeah, that's not good.
We got in very late into Chicago, played a night game and then an early game the next day, and we were gone. One-two pitch to Ishikawa, swing and a miss. He got him. I don't know if you've been paying attention, but this gentleman made a play to get the ball, and then we kept telling him to give it to her.
Give it to your girl, so Mike and Dwayne saw it.
So we are giving it to her.
Nice going. You know what? Hers is better than his. We just decided that.
Absolutely it is.
But there's only one reason that he didn't give it to her. I mean, it's just, it has to be his sister.
1 ball and no strikes. You're helping this guy out a lot, I want you to know.
There's no excuse. If you're at a ballpark on a date and you catch a foul ball, give your date the ball.
Hand it over.
End of story.
Swing and a miss. I mean, what do? You go to a carnival, right? You play those stupid games. You win a teddy bear. You're with a date. You keep it?
No, never.
And
give her the teddy
over.
bear. It's guaranteed kiss on the doorstep. Not a problem. This guy here, you know what he's going to get on the doorstep? He's going to get the Gazette.
What do you like to say? He's going to get with the bird left somewhere?
With the little bird left on the rock. That's the deal. Hey, yo, meet. They're saying that you should have given your girlfriend the ball. Get the ball now and give her the ball.
Look at, she's never been happier, and we had to do that.
I know.
2-1 pitch. Whiteside is high. 3-1. Full service broadcast.
4 quality drives of the game where they both come off the bat of Eli Whiteside. Second inning, runner at first base, he hits a ball over the head of Sam Fold. That's a double. And then he comes up again in the 6th inning and rakes one down the line. Visions of a triple, settled for an RBI double, and those are our 4 quality drives of the game.
Bowker at first with 1 out. Now Bowker goes, and Whiteside swings and misses. The throw down to second, and he stole it. First of the year for Bowker.
He had a great jump. I don't think Stevens really paid a lot of attention to him. First steal of the year for Bowker. Basically saying, hey, don't forget about me. I can run a little bit too.
3-2, and Whiteside pops this one just below us. They're booing up here.
Well, the guy had a glove. He was camped underneath it. He was ready to go. Everything's great.
Somebody pumped him.
It hit him in the wrong spot. The sweet spot of his glove. Oh, you got to make this play. Clank. We'll think about that for about a year. And that's the guy who won the ball.
Whiteside takes a close pitch, but it's wide.
All right, time now to Ask Kukai, brought to you by Subway. Eat fresh. Visit csnbayarea.com and ask us a question. We'll answer one again. This one comes from Noah from Reading. How do pinch runners and pinch hitters stay loose throughout the game? Smoothie?
Well, it's a little bit different now than it was when we were at Candlestick. There's a batting cage where you can get down there and take some swings. You can stretch. There's a little area where not a lot of place to run, but there's Kane as he bunts this one. The third. This will be the 3rd sacrifice bunt for Matt Kane. How about that?
And all of the sacrifices have been the hard way, down the third base line. For a right-handed hitter, it's a little more difficult to go that way. Executed perfectly.
But you can get loose. There's the bunt by Kane, and he's getting quite an ovation as he comes back to the dugout.
Giants fans do not take their sacrifice bunting lightly. They like their fundamentals. So how'd you get loose back at Candlestick days?
You went into the clubhouse, into the sauna. You need a couple of jumping jacks and
eat a piece of pizza, and you're good to go.
Velez has 2 hits. And he drives one to right. This one's going to be foul. I thought that was going to be fair for sure.
Yeah, I thought that was going to be fair. How foul was it? About 3 feet. Nothing ticks a hitter off more than that. Oh yeah, start him young. Is that the A's? They think they can fly?
Fly, and they think you could throw them in the pool and they could just tread water. On the ground towards the hole, but it's Baker from the outfield grass, and that'll end the inning. 8th inning coming up. It remains 5-0 Giants.
Well, fans, Wednesday, September 30th, the Giants are going to take on the Arizona Diamondbacks, and it is Oktoberfest here at the park. That means there's a $25 special ticket you can get that will buy you a seat in the Oktoberfest section, and you get to go to a pregame party, and you get a collector's boot stein. That's right. Get the Oktoberfest season started Giant style. Go to sfgiants.com/special events and check it out.
Here's Coy Hill. And Hill lifts one to left. Bowker glasses down. Not a problem.
Pitch number 89 for Matt Cain. He is on cruise control. He is not allowed to walk. He has struck out 7 Cubs. That looks fast.
In the Cove.
Is that the Coast Guard?
I thought it said the police.
SFPD.
Here's Sam Fuld, who takes a strike. No balls in 1 strike. I noticed the SFPD went with Giants colors, huh?
That's where they should.
One ball and 1 strike to Sam Fuld. Swinging a bouncing ball foul. Cain with 7 strikeouts. He is not, and I repeat, he is not issued a walk. Out of play. It stays 1-2.
We have a nice play. Gentleman brought his glove, snagged it. Not bad. All right, give it to your date.
No. Ooh, very close. 2-2.
Might not be his date. All right, let's take a look at the fan. Ready? Oh, yeah.
High. 3-2.
See, he woke up today. He had no idea he was going to be the hero of his section.
The whole section, making that section proud. Full count to Sam Fuld. Down the left field line, foul.
Sam Fuld is feisty.
Yeah.
Fans making great plays today. Another guy brought his glove. Let's check it out. Leaning out. Oh, sweet spot too. Oh yeah, that's a player. You could tell by the way he sweet spotted that thing in his glove.
And another souvenir. Oh, sorry, that one hit pavement.
Bang, right there in the pocket. And you know, you could definitely tell your best fielders, their sweet spot and their glove is defined, just like the best hitters. Sweet spot on their bat. You see a lot of marks on it.
And the walk. First one of the day for Matt Cain.
Blame me.
I had no idea what's going on with that. Don't know if it's being pulled. I don't know if it's run out of gas. Can't be good. Here's Micah Hoffpower, a pinch hitter. And he takes low.
I just know one thing. I wouldn't want that boat chasing me.
No. Hoffpower, big, strong, left-handed hitter, takes wide, and it's 2-0. Comes into this at bat, 10 home runs, 32 driven in. He's hitting .243. Romo and Affel. Foul back. 2 balls and 1 strike. More catches?
Well, no, but the right person got the ball. That's all we know. Oh, my goodness. Yep. Christmas morning.
Three and one.
All right, now how did it come to be in her lap? Just like that. She won the lottery. Atta babe. Nice going.
3-1 pitch to Hoffpower. Kane tries to challenge but misses low. All right, out in Willie Mays Plaza is Scott Reese. Scott.
All right, guys, good day for the Giants at the plate and on the hill. Coming up on Esurance Giants postgame live, Bip Roberts will break it all down, plus full highlights of this ballgame. We'll see you in just a couple of innings.
All right, Scott. Dave Righetti out to have a word with Matt Cain. Ryan Theriot is the hitter with runners at first and second, 1 out. Outside, 1 ball and no strikes. Kane at the belt. He looks to second. Swinging a foul out of play. So back into the strike zone for Matt Cain, and that evens the count. I don't think the SFPD Bo was into this guy at all, and he kind of gave him a what for. Yo!
No, dude, you were on the phone. You can't drive and be on the phone. No text messaging.
Is he gonna? All right, you just come along with us for a little while.
Wow.
Inside and low, 2 balls and 1 strike. Are we getting written up here? Or are we just going to have a strong talking to?
I don't know, but if he gets written up for that, I thought you could kind of air it out on those roads.
Uh-oh.
He's getting a ticket.
Exchanging numbers.
I don't think he can go fast in the cove, and that's the violation.
There's a strike. 2 and 2.
Good slider.
Yeah, we protect our code.
It is a pretty neat boat that the SFPD has, I'll tell you that much. Their equipment is always good.
2-2 pitch to Theriot. Very high.
Trying to add to that fastball. And this is a very important pitch in this game for Matt Cain and the Giants.
Three and 2. Here it comes. Swinging a fly ball. Andres Torres will drift back. He will make the catch. Tagging and going to third is Fold. The throw goes into second. 2 outs.
So he challenges the 3-2 count with a fastball and gets the fly ball.
So Fukudome is going to hit.
Fukudome very aggressive on that first pitch. He likes the fastball.
Fukudome pops it out of play. Yesterday, Mike and I were doing radio, and there wasn't a whole lot to talk about. We were flipping around the monitors, TV channels in our booth, and we came up upon the LPGA event held in Danville out in Blackhawk Country Club. Here's the 0-1 pitch, and Fukudome swings and misses, 0-2. And walking down one of the fairways was this woman, and she had a Giants hat on and a Giants polo shirt, and she is leading the tournament. Sophie Gustafson ended up being our player of the game. 0-2 pitch coming up to Fukudome. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. We'll tell you more about that story when we come back. 8 strikeouts for Matt Cain. It's 5-0 Giants.
Well, ask Kruk and Kuip on this Wednesday, September 30th, when the Giants take on the D-backs, presented by Subway Eat Fresh. And join us as we will answer online questions from fans throughout the Wednesday's telecast. To submit a question, visit Comcast Sportsnet Bay Area's homepage, www.csnbayarea.com, and click on Ask Kruk and Kuip.
5-0 Giants. Andres Torres swings and misses. Torres batting for the second time. Next pitch is a base hit up the middle over the bag, and that's coming off a new pitcher. It's Justin Berg, who is out on the hill.
There's the numbers for Berg. He has had a great start. He does not have an ERA. He has allowed 7 base runners in 7 2/3, 5 strikeouts against 1 walk. Chance to see some of the call-ups for the Cubs.
Here's Randy Wynn. Randy Wynn is 1 for 4 as he fouls this one out of play.
Well, Matt Cain ended it, a 3-pitch strikeout of Fukudome, and that quieted the Cubs down and lit this crowd up. There's fastball, curveball, and there's the reaction. You think he wants to nail this one down? You bet.
Randy Wynn takes low. 1 ball and 1 strike.
See, that's what happens when you're a Willie Mack Award winner. You pitch better.
Randy Wynn bounces this one to the right side. Baker will cut it off. They will get the out at first. Down to second goes Torres, and here's Sandoval. To finish up that story, Sophie Gustafson with the Giants hat on and Giants polo shirt is leading the tournament as we speak. She's 20 under. He's leading by 3, and they're through 13 holes. So I don't know about you, but when you don't have a whole lot at stake as to who's playing in these golf tournaments, and someone shows up with a Giants hat on, I know who I'm rooting for.
I'm in. I am a huge Sophie Gustafson fan right now.
Here's Sandoval. Sandoval breaks his bat and lifts this one foul down the left field line.
It's got to be such a funky feeling. These Maplewood bats just blow up, and we've seen them blow up where they have been hit right on the sweet spot of the bat. Barry Bonds hit his 400th home run one time in Florida, hit the ball right on the sweet spot. This ball got up the bat. Now you make contact there, you're going to bring the bat, but the Maplewood, it's a different wood. I mean, the white ash would break when you hit off the sweet spot. But when you hit the ball right there on the screws, the bat should not break.
0-1 to Sandoval. Sandoval shoots it to left, but Scales will move back and reach up and make the catch. So Sandoval hit it on the nose. And with 2 outs, that'll bring up Juan Uribe. Uribe's got a couple of hits. We talked about how great it would be if Uribe could finish at 300 or better. He is right at 300. Swing and a miss. No balls and 1 strike. Popped up. Fox over by the Cubs dugout, and that will end the inning. We will go to the 9th inning here at AT&T Park. It's 5-0 Giants. Well, the Giants will enjoy a day off tomorrow, and then it'll be a 3-game series against the Diamondbacks. And it'll be Jonathan Sanchez against Doug Davis on Tuesday night, Penny and Mulvey on Wednesday, Lincecum Heron on Thursday. And it's all right here on Comcast Sportsnet Bay Area. And we will focus on the Tuesday game. That'll be at 7 o'clock. Giants pregame live will start at 6:30. Here's Romo to Aramis Ramirez. Ramirez is 0 for 3. And And there's a strike to even the count. On deck is Jake Fox. The Rockies end up beating the Cardinals 4-3. Swinging a pop-up, and that's going to be into the seats.
A lot of fans with gloves today. There you see the numbers for Sergio Romo. 43rd time he's come in. 5-2 in the year, 3.94 ERA. He's finally whittled that ERA down into the threes. And it's taken him 2 months to do it.
And a swing and a miss. And Romo gets the strikeout. Ramirez doesn't look too enthused about today.
Well, he has struck out twice today, and both times he has chased 2-strike curveballs out of the strike zone down and away. Perfectly placed breaking ball from Sergio Romo.
Here's Jake Fox. Fox swings and misses 0-1. There's Devin and Justin. Devin, one of the real important people at Comcast Sportsnet Bay Area, if you know what I mean. That's her dad, Frank. Marilyn's in there. Her mom. Is that Marilyn sticking her head out? Yep, there's Marilyn. Pop up by Fox. Ishikawa in Whiteside. Ishikawa over by the dugout, and he makes the catch. 2 out. And that'll bring up Jeff Baker. So here's Baker. And the pitch, and Baker takes a breaking ball for a strike. Since the home run by Baker on Tuesday night, 0-4-10. 0-1. Just inside, 1 ball and 1 strike.
Tried that front door again, just missed.
Breaking ball hit down the left field line. That'll be foul. It's 1-2.
Now, Sergio Romo 1 strike away from being able to do what all relief pitchers love to do, and that's throw the last strike and nail down the last out of a victory. Usually that's the job for the closer.
The 1-2 pitch is outside and low. 2-2.
And everybody who's confronted with this similar situation, 2 strike, 2 out, they all try to end it the same way, with a strikeout. No exceptions. You have your home crowd getting into it, you want to punch the guy out.
Left field. Bowker back. Bowker over his head. It bounces up against the wall, and Baker's got a double. Boy, it looked like that one just took off on Bowker.
It's been a live yard today. A little bit of a hang to the breaking ball. Bowker, no chance to get back on it.
Here's Scales. Scales is 0 for 3. Inside with a fastball, 1-0. high. 2 balls and no strikes. Whiteside is going to have a word with Sergio Romo as Affeldt starts to get loose.
The word here is simple: calm it down, control the tempo. And it really is a bit of a distraction to a guy out there on the mound because he's not used to nailing down this 27th out. And you have a tendency to want to pick up your rhythm. You want to see how it all is going to turn out. And you just have to slow it down. Remember what it is you're doing out there.
3-0. Romo got 2 quick outs and then the double by Baker. And a strike. 3-1. At second, Baker. And strike 2.
Perfect 3-1 pitch. You cannot nail down location with the fastball better than that. Knee high, run in the outside corner, framed nicely by Whiteside.
Right field. Randy Wynn cannot get it. It's going to break up the shutout. Coming in to score is Baker. All the way to third is Scales, and it's 5-1. A couple of back-to-back extra base hits. This Bochy's coming out with Coy Hill coming up. We will have a pitching change when it's time for a change. Think Speedy. Oil change and tune-up. Your oil change, tune-up, and smog experts. We'll be back. It is a 5-1 game. The Cubs, with 2 outs here in the 9th inning, have picked up a run, and Jeremy Affeldt will come into his 71st game.
There's his numbers. A spectacular season for the Giants lefty. 40 hits allowed, 57 2/3.
Hill is 1 for 3. And the first pitch, Affeldt thought he had a strike. Kind of looked him, raised his left arm. So what? And that, he's not going to get anything now.
Well, at times it can be a bit frustrating because you think you know what the strike zone is when you're watching it from the side, but when you actually get out there and you nail a pitch down, thinking it's a strike, you don't get it. It jars you a little bit.
There's a strike.
Boy, Hill taking all the way.
Yeah, he said, I got a pretty good thing going on here.
I don't blame him.
Two balls and one strike. 3-1. Swing and a miss. 3-2.
3-1 fastball challenge. And once again, the faithful are on their feet.
Fouled at the plate. Matt Cain trying to pick up his 14th win. Lincecum has 14. And he walked him.
Oh, and Mike Winters takes one step away from the strike zone, puts his hands on his hips, and he is staring down Jeremy Affeldt. Ike Everett, I beg your pardon. Everett, the plate umpire, hearing it from a number of people in disagreement that that perhaps was not a ball and should have been called a strike.
It's going to be Reed Johnson who's announced, and Bruce Bochy's going to get Affeldt. Everett's kind of staring out at Affeldt, waiting for him to say something to him, and that's really not what you want to see. And Everett's still staring him down.
It's when you really have to bite your tongue. I mean, you just want to yell at the guy, but you really can't, because you may have him in the next series. You're absolutely going to have next year, and umpires don't forget that. So Affeldt did the right thing, walked off, his head high.
And if you think that home plate umpire isn't paying attention to you in the dugout, and he may not be, there are others that might be. So you got to calm down in there as well.
The numbers for Brian Wilson as he's coming into what will be a save situation. 67 time, 2.79 ERA, and the first time that he's been able to get back on the hill since the Cubs stung him for a 2-run homer in game 1 of this 4-game series, and it cost the Giants a ball game on Thursday night. And that's when it really can be a long wait for a closer, when he has a close opportunity, a save opportunity go bad. You're not assured you're going to be able to get back up on the bike the next day. You may have to wait a couple of days to do it, and here's his opportunity.
So here's Reed Johnson, 263 hitter. Outside, 1-0.
And once again, Brian Wilson comes first pitch, 96-mile-an-hour fastball. Amazing consistency with high velocity fastballs all year long, and that's a tribute to how hard he works between times he gets back out there on the mound.
Swing and a miss. 1 ball and 1 strike. Five-1 Giants. Out of play, 1-2.
96, 97, 98.
Well, in this one, there's got to be 99. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Out of play again.
Oh, there's your 99.
After still tipped off.
Down low, runner going. That's Hill. He'll move down to second. Be no steal for Hill. It does put Affeld's run in scoring position. Two balls, 2 strikes. And he got him to end the ball game. Giants salvage a game. They do it behind 14 hits and Matt Cain in the bullpen. And they win this one by a final of 5-1.